Thanks to the rise of dropshipping and e-commerce, it's never been easier to run your own side business online. Yet it can still be a daunting process, and oftentimes knowing exactly how to start an e-commerce business, one that actually makes money, can be remarkably difficult. If you're thinking of starting an e-commerce store, maybe you know that feeling too. But don't worry, because in my hands is a clipboard that changes everything. Hey everyone, it's Jessica with Oberlo, and today I'm going to share our How to Start an E-commerce Store checklist. We'll go over everything you need to know to set up your online business. We'll cover e-commerce marketing, we'll talk about where to source products, and we'll share a few other tips and tricks. By the end of this video, you'll see that creating an e-commerce business is much more doable than you might have thought. Ready? Let's get started. Our 9-point e-commerce checklist begins with finding the right platform. By platform, we mean a virtual space for your e-commerce business. Just like a brick-and-mortar store, you're going to need a virtual location to showcase your products. We use a basic e-commerce store template made by Shopify. Their software is intuitive and used by millions of e-commerce entrepreneurs all over the world. If you want an in-depth tutorial guiding you through every step of building an online store with Shopify, just click this link. The next item on our checklist, finding products. If you're a complete newbie to the world of e-commerce, you might be wondering, what exactly should you sell? There are literally millions of products to choose from, so finding the right product for you may seem a little daunting. In fact, not knowing what to sell is one of the most common reasons why people don't follow through with their e-commerce ambitions. Here are 2 things to think about when it comes to picking a product to sell. First, is the product trending? And second, is the product easy to find elsewhere or available on popular e-commerce sites like Amazon? You can check if a product is trending or forecasted to trend by using Google Trends. Google Trends tracks how often a particular search term is entered relative to the total search volume across various regions of the world and in various languages. This gives you a sense of how often people are looking for a particular product. If more and more people are searching for a product every month, we can safely say that product is trending. At Oberlo, we have lots of resources to help you find great products to sell online, from Oberlo search tools to our product recommendation videos here on YouTube. There's a link to one of these videos in the description below, so head there to discover some great products on Oberlo. If a product is easy to find elsewhere, it might be a generic product. Generic products like jewelry or books are already widely available, so new dropshippers trying to sell products like these will struggle to compete against bigger e-commerce stores. The better strategy is to find a niche product or set of products that appeal to a very particular audience. How do you do that? Start by making a list of product ideas you want to sell in your e-commerce store. Ask yourself what friends, family, and other like-minded people might be interested in buying. Then go online and see how easy it is to find the products on your list. What can you find on sites like Instagram, Pinterest, or Etsy? If there are limited options on those sites, you might be onto a great product idea. Moving on now with our checklist to product sourcing. Now that you've picked your product, it's time to find a supplier. This is where the dropshipping business model is worth mentioning. Among entrepreneurs, dropshipping is growing more popular every year. Why? It requires less investment up front because there's no requirement that merchants stock their own inventory. Here's how dropshipping works. You find products on an e-commerce marketplace like Oberlo. Then you import those products into your store. When a customer purchases one of those items, you then place the order with a third-party supplier and they ship the item directly to the customer. With dropshipping, you never have to handle merchandise. You can also swap out products in your store in minutes, giving you the flexibility to stay on top of current trends. In addition, apps like Oberlo automate a lot of this process for you. This gives you more time to focus on things that will help you to scale your business, like coming up with a great e-commerce marketing strategy. We'll get to that later. If you're looking for products to sell on Oberlo, make sure you also look for the verified badge. These are top dropshipping suppliers. Suppliers with the verified badge have successfully completed a minimum of 1,000 orders with Oberlo. They deliver on time, meet expectations, and they provide fast support. Oberlo vets all of these suppliers to ensure that they have their paperwork in order, maintain excellent warehouse conditions, and consistently get positive merchant feedback. Then and only then do they become Oberlo verified suppliers. Next on our checklist, e-commerce marketing. All right, you've set up your store and are ready to take orders. You have a great product and you're working with a great supplier. Now it's time to find some customers with a sensible e-commerce marketing strategy. We can't emphasize enough how vital it is to focus your energy and time on marketing. Before you do anything else with your store, ensure that you can generate traffic and reach potential customers. The key to e-commerce marketing is to find the right channel for your products. After that, fine-tune your strategy so that the cost of finding a customer is less than what you earn from the sale. This is quite a meaty subject with lots to get your teeth into. In fact, we've written an 8-chapter ebook with all you need to know about marketing channels. Click the link in the description to download your copy for free. Oh, but the marketing to-dos on our e-commerce checklist don't stop there. The next point is customer service. Research suggests that 45% of US customers will abandon an online transaction if their questions or concerns are not addressed quickly. Having customer service is critical to your online store's long-term success. Luckily, there are several ways to offer great customer service. First, you can create self-service content and a detailed FAQ page. This helps your customers answer their own questions without emailing you, which saves time and energy for both of you. Second, you can offer live chat support if you have enough time. This might be a good thing to do in the beginning when traffic isn't quite flooding in. And you'll learn a lot about your market by addressing customer questions directly. Finally, you can ask your customers to give product reviews. These reviews go a long way towards answering other customers' questions about how a product fits or functions. Plus, reviews give your store valuable social proof and create repeat customers, which are 5 times cheaper to acquire than new ones. Yeah, 5 times. Our checklist continues with conversion optimization. On average, 69% of your website visitors will leave your site without completing a purchase. How much more profit would you make if that 69% completed a purchase? It's certainly worth investing some time to find a way of capturing your abandoned carts at the checkout. We've seen several tactics work well for dropshippers. For example, you can create limited time offers, or you can launch a cart abandonment emails campaign. You can even set up a retargeting ads campaign. Get creative. This is an aspect of entrepreneurship that requires constant experimentation. If something comes to mind that you think will make customers more likely to buy your products, try it out, measure the results, and try again. We're almost at the end of our checklist with store optimization. Here's something worth remembering. 44% of online shoppers will tell their friends about a bad experience online. This is why you should always keep the performance of your website in mind and seek to optimize it wherever possible. Improve your website speed, create an intuitive navigation bar, focus on creating a great product page, display related items, optimize your store search, and lastly, check how your store looks on mobile and tablet devices. This is when these little store tweaks can add up to a big impact on your bottom line. Let's tick off the final 2 items on the checklist, starting with inventory. Best-selling products come and go. After all, remember the fidget spinner? That's why your inventory is vital. As an entrepreneur, you should always be curious about new product ideas that could entice visitors to your store. At the same time, you should always be revisiting your stock of steady selling products. If something isn't selling, replace it with an item that's flying off the virtual shelves. Get into the habit of testing products every day. Research new products using Google Trends and add promising new products to your existing ones to help drive sales. And the last part of our e-commerce checklist, learn by doing. It's all part of the fun of being an entrepreneur. It's fine to make mistakes. In fact, that's often how we learn best. And anyway, what are you going to do if you mess up? Fire yourself? Probably not. Be curious, be bold, and build your store sooner rather than later. You can see how the creme de la creme of Shopify store owners set up their stores in our Best Shopify Stores YouTube videos. Simply click here and get inspired by the most successful stores on the Shopify platform. What do you think of our e-commerce store checklist? Did we miss anything? Do you agree with how much emphasis we put on marketing? Are there any apps you would recommend to first-time store owners? Tell us in the comments. I personally read the comments and will get back to you. For more tips and guides on e-commerce and dropshipping, click subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, learn often, market better, and sell more.